Good morning and good afternoon, everyone, from wherever you are in the world. Today, I will walk you through how AI is fundamentally transforming precision medicine. From how we diagnose diseases to how we personalize treatments at an individual level. This isn't future state innovation anymore, it's already happening, and the implication for healthcare systems, clinicians, and patients are massive. Let's start with why this matters now. The AI healthcare market is growing at an unprecedented pace. There are three key drivers: rising patient volume, clinicians' burnout, increasing complexity of care, and now healthcare is no longer simple. Every patient is unique, and traditional systems weren't built to handle the level of complexity. AI is not just a technology upgrade, it is a necessity of current timing. AI is already delivering measurable improvements at any point of care. We were seeing reduced wait times through smarter triaging system, improved diagnostic accuracy, performance in imaging that matches experts radiologists. But the most important point here is AI is not replacing clinicians, it is augmenting them. It is improving their efficiency. It's like giving every clinician a second brain that never gets tired. Documentations is one of the biggest contributors to clinicians' burnout. AI-powered healthcare record systems automating clinician notes, improving data quality, reducing errors. This means clinicians spend less time typing and more time with patients. From a system perspective, this also improves billing accuracy and reduces the care in gap. Let's now talk how transforming financial workflows through AI. AI is transforming revenue cycle operations. We are seeing faster claim processing, lower denial rates, and directly translates into lower administrative cost, faster cash flow, lower overhead, right? All these benefits are possible now because we are using AI in our workflows. This is one of the fastest return on investment areas for AI in healthcare. But the real value of AI shows up when we get closer to the patient. On this slide, I am covering AI-driven medication safety. Medication errors are a major issue in healthcare. And how AI is helping us here? It is helping us by detecting drug interactions, predicting adherence risk, reducing adverse events. And this is proactive care, not reactive. We are preventing problems before they happen. It's very, very important in healthcare if we can proactively take care of symptoms before the actual problem comes to us and keep the member healthy. Now we move into the core of precision medicine. This is where AI truly changes the game. AI analyzes multi-omic data, genomics, clinical history, lifestyle to help predict treatment response, identify genetic markers, reduce adverse reactions. Instead of trial and error medicine, we move to predictive medicine. You can see on this, I have analyzed all the precision treatment through AI on this slide, and oncology excellence is a comment at the bottom. A strong line here is that right treatment, right patient, and right time is all that matters, and this is all AI is making possible. Let me show you what this looks like in the real world application. IBM Watson for oncology demonstrated high alignment with tumor board decisions. What's powerful here is the standardized care, scales expertise globally, and reduces the treatment planning time. The democratize world-class care is possible through AI. But technology alone doesn't transform healthcare, people do. And that is why, after looking at this case study, now we are going into the next phase where how the AI is augmenting human capability in healthcare. On this slide, you see how I put together the healthcare professionals embracing AI. There is a strong adoption interest, there is emerging roles because of AI comes into picture, and there is interdisciplinary synergies. We are seeing new roles emerging now. For example, clinical informatics, AI safety officers, data stewards, and more importantly, collaboration between clinicians and IT teams and operations. AI is breaking silos that existed for decades. And now all the team members of healthcare system are working together more efficiently, augmented by AI, towards better health outcomes for patients and members. But it doesn't come smoothly when it comes to the healthcare and using AI, because here we need to make sure that there are real risks which we need to take care. The risks are algorithmic biases, data piracy concerns, equity gaps, and if not handled properly, AI can actually worsen healthcare disparities. So responsible AI is not optional, it is foundational. You cannot use AI in human healthcare system without making sure that it is working as expected and under the ethical guidelines. And then it comes the financial reality. All that is possible if it is affordable, isn't it? Let's move on its financial reality on the next slide. Let's have a glance on economics of AI implementation. AI requires significant upfront investment, but operational savings are real, return on investment is achievable, and larger systems scale faster. There is no doubt upfront investment there, but as soon as you are able to efficiently use AI, you will realize those operational savings sooner than later. What success depends on disciplined implementation, not just technology. What does this look like over time? Let's take a peek into that. On this slide, I try to cover the cost savings and efficiency gains over time. Over time, errors get lesser and lesser as we learn as our AI augment will learn from the past experience. The speed will go up and get better, and in 3 years there is a strong return on investment horizon. Over time, all the organizations which are implementing AI in their healthcare systems going to see fewer errors, faster processes, and a strong ROI within about 3 years. AI is not a strong term gain or not a short term realization, but it's a long term transformation and stable, sustainable profit. Better outcomes, faster outcomes, more error free outcomes for members and for the organization. But getting there is not going to be easy. It needs consistent effort. Let's take a deep dive on that path on the next slide. So how we get where we want to be seeing ourselves using AI in healthcare system. The navigation path on this slide is just a glimpse of what we need to be aware of. The biggest challenges are data fragmentation, workflow adoption, biases and equity, privacy concerns, system customization. The biggest mistake organizations make is underestimating implementation complexity. On this, we can say I just quickly gave you the headlines here about workflow adoption is very important. There should be an ethical framework which AI has to abide to. There is initial investment required for sure. Data privacy has to be kept intact because that's a very important aspect of healthcare. Demographic equity is important, ensuring consistent AI performance across all demographics. And system customizations to the local workflows, protocols need to be followed locally is very important. So AI success is honestly 20% technology and 80% is execution of that technology. Don't you agree? So now let me close with the big picture for all of us. So what we have covered so far in very few minutes here is the future of precision medicine in healthcare. The AI integration delivers documented sustainable benefits across clinical and other areas of healthcare system, but the success will not be automatic. It demands strategic planning, ethical rigor, and inclusive design. AI is transforming healthcare. We all agreed on the clinical area, operations, financial performance, but the success requires the governance. And the future of healthcare is not just digital, it is intelligent, personalized, and equitable, is what we need to look forward to. I came across very common questions regarding precision medicines and use of AI in precision medicine, and I covered some of those most common questions and gave my answer to those questions in the couple of slides here. The question which I mostly get is how is AI enabling more accurate and personalized treatment decisions in precision medicine? And I just want to add for the knowledge of all of us that multinomic data integration is very important, which is possible through AI. It's a real game changer. I highlights that AI analyzes multinomic data, which include genomic, photonomic, and clinical history. In practice, this matters because traditional method can't handle thousands of variables simultaneously, and AI models detect non-linear patterns across genes, environment, and life cycles. And what that results into? it results that doctors can identify which specific therapy works for this exact patient and not just patients like them. The second benefit of using AI in predictive treatment response modeling. We noted that AI can forecast which patient will respond to a treatment. Real world impact is that it reduces trial and error prescribing, especially critical in oncology and rare diseases. For examples, systems like IBM Watson for oncology analyze patient data, clinical guidance to recommend aligned with tumor board decisions. This turns decision making into probability driven process, not intuition, right? Another common question which I get from the audience is what key challenges must healthcare organizations overcome to successfully implement AI driven systems at scale? The first and foremost thing which comes to my mind is data quality, integration, and interoperability. Why? Because garbage in, garbage out is the phenomenon that applies to AI as well. So the quality of data which we fed into AI should be a high quality to expect a high quality outcome. I mentioned improved health, electronic health records, right? Data quality, but the real issue is data is fragmented across EHRs, claim systems, labs, and imaging platforms. Without clean, standardized data, AI outputs becomes unreliable. It's again, as I told you earlier, garbage in, garbage out. Another risk is ethical risk, bias and equity risk. My document correctly highlights that algorithmic bias, demographic inequality, and this is a serious risk. Models trained on biased dataset may underperform for minorities and worsen health disparities. Organizations must continually audit models and validate across diverse population. With that, I would like to conclude here, but I want to re-emphasize and I would really encourage all the audience to think that if AI is used efficiently, which means it should be ethical, it should be equitable, approachable with high quality data as input, it will definitely change the landscape for healthcare outcome, including in precision medicine. With that, I would like to thank you all for coming, joining, and listening to my information, which I want to share with all of you here, and talk to you soon in some other platform. Thank you all. Bye.